Welcome back, everybody. We are going to be continuing talking about different movies, and today we are going to be talking about Peter Pan 2, Return to Neverland. So, initially, guys, I never watched this movie, or I really don't remember a whole lot of it. But either way, I went back, rewatched it, and I wanted to kind of review it yet again because, again, I don't remember too much of this film. So this came out, I would say, around the same time when Disney started coming up again, trying to continue different movies that had already came out. This came out in 2002. So again, it's a very old movie. Um, Takes place however many decades after the first film, where you now have Wendy. She has children of her own. She's married. She has a daughter. She has a son. Her husband goes off to war due to, I believe this is centered around World War I, World War II, and all the kids are getting sent to the countryside to protect them from the war. And unfortunately, Wendy's children, Jane and her son, is going to be transferred to the countryside to protect them. She doesn't want to go because she made a promise to her father about, hey, I'm going to protect mom, I'm going to protect my brother. And Wendy is very still trying to be a mom. She's telling her son and her daughter so many stories about Peter Pan, but with the war and Jane's father not being around, it's really taken away her innocence, her being a child, because now he's been gone for several years, is what I'm assuming, and she's lost her faith in becoming a child. So now she does not want to be a child. She wants to act like a grown up, and during that case, she makes a big fight with her brother, and then Hook comes to steal what he thinks is Wendy to, get Peter Pan to surrender to him. But then Pan realizes this is not Wendy, this is her daughter. And so he tries to help her, but Jane does not want nothing to do with anybody. She wants to find a way back home. She's thinking as an adult, and she even tells, I don't believe in fairies, which again puts Tink in relatively a bad state because it could kill her. And then we see where now it is up to Jane to reactivate her innocence of becoming a kid, and this is what Peter Pan does. He helps her refine that, child innocence that she lost because of this war. And she does help Pan fight Hook once again, as well as, everything else. I mean, pretty much Trust has almost everything I think the first one had, between action, adventure, comedy, some sing-alongs, things of that nature. We got to see, of course, the classic reuniting with Wendy and Peter, and Tinkerbell and Wendy as well, and then seeing how, they were saying hi and all that kind of stuff. Now, again, I know there's probably people that love this movie, and that's perfectly fine. Is this better than the first one? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say no. It is not better than the first one. Is it as good as the first one? Debatable. There are things about this. I think Jane was your normal kid that was put in a bad situation, that was trying to be like an adult. And unfortunately, she try to act like an adult, and then she had to refine, like, hey, I'm not an adult, I'm still a kid, and I was put in some very bad situations, and now I gotta find that kid in me, and that's pretty much how this movie was about. And I will say what was really hilarious was the octopus going after Hook this time, because it was kind of a difference rather than the gator going after Hook. I really laughed at that because, again, I love those scenes with Hook and the crocodile from the original film. I would laugh tremendously hard, to where I'd be laughing so hard I was in tears when I was a kid. I would still do it now. I think that it was very close to doing the same thing that it was doing in the original one for the octopus going after Hook. So I found that to be really hilarious. But overall, like I said, not a bad movie. Is it something you want to add to your collection? I would say go ahead if you want to. If you're a Peter Pan fan, or if you're a Disney fan, or an older Disney fan, I would say the Disney that I would prefer to say before everything changed. But again, that is my own review of this movie. Do you guys like this movie? Do you guys hate this movie? Is it okay? Is it kind of in between? What is your thoughts about it? Let me know down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, also about subscribing, leave a big fat like on the video if you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you as always on the next one.